Okay, this is lesson 10.4, polygons. Definition of a polygon is a geometric figure made up of three or more line segments that intersect only at their endpoints. So in other words, it's a three or more sided figure. A regular polygon, or regular polygons have congruent sides and congruent angles. That means all the sides are congruent and all the angles are congruent. That makes them a regular polygon, which we'll talk about here a little bit later too. A few examples: pentagon, 5-sided; triangle is 3-sided; hexagon has 6 sides; and then a quadrilateral has 4 sides. Here's 5 types of quadrilaterals. Again, a quadrilateral is a geometric figure that's made up of 4 line segments called sides, which intersect only at their endpoints. So it's a quadrilateral is a 4-sided figure, and here's 5 types. A trapezoid. And you'll need to write all these down too. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. One pair of parallel sides here. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides. So these are parallel and those are parallel. It makes it a parallelogram. A rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. A rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. And a square is a parallelogram with 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides. Make sure you get those written down. Classify the following polygons. We'll just name them. 6-sided, that makes it a hexagon. 4-sided, it's a quadrilateral. Again, 4-sided is a quadrilateral. 5-sided is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided is a pentagon, 4-sided is a quadrilateral, and 4-sided again is a quadrilateral. We'll get more specific here in a minute. Here's a formula for calculating the sum of its measures of any polygon. You take the number of sides. Now when I say the sum of its measures, that's the sum of all the angles. Like hexagon has 6 angles. If you add up all those angles, that would be the sum of its measures. To find that, you take the number of the sides, subtract 2, and multiply that by 180, and that will give you the sum of its measures. For instance, a hexagon has 6 sides. Subtract 2 from that gives you 4 times 180 gives you 720 degrees. So if you add up all the angles of a hexagon, it has to equal 720 degrees. We're going to classify these polygons and tell if it is irregular. If it's not regular, explain why not. First, number 6 here, this is a quadrilateral. It has 1 pair of parallel sides, which makes it a trapezoid. A trapezoid quadrilateral is what this would be. Number 7, 5-sided pentagon. And if you'll see, let's go back to 6. It says if it's regular or not. It's obviously not regular because all these sides are different lengths, so that's why it's not regular. And these angles are different from those angles. So number 7 again is a pentagon. All the sides are congruent, all the angles are congruent, so that makes it a regular pentagon. Number 8, triangle. Obviously, 2 looks like an isosceles and not an equilateral, therefore it's not regular. If it was an equilateral triangle, it would be regular polygon. Then number 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon, not regular because these sides are not the same length as those sides. So, and these angles are different also. 10, 4-sided. It's a quadrilateral. Looks like again it would be considered a trapezoid. Not regular because these sides are different, so it's not regular. Number 11, got a square. Looks like again, so all 4 sides are congruent and all 4 angles are congruent, which makes it a regular quadrilateral or regular polygon. So examples: graph and connect the ordered pairs in the order they are given. Is a figure that results a polygon? If it is, classify it and tell if it is regular. If it is not a polygon or not regular, explain why not. So let's plot these points. You have 6, 6, 6, 6 right here. and you have 6, 4 here, and you have 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 6 is here. Alright, now we'll connect these dots and see what we come up with. Okay, so the figure we come up with is a pentagon. Now to determine whether or not these are it's a regular pentagon or not, these sides sure look longer than these, so I'm thinking it's not. So I'd say it's not. It's a pentagon, but not regular. Okay. Next, the front of the birdhouse shown is a regular pentagon. Find the perimeter of the front of the birdhouse. So it is a regular pentagon, which means all these sides are the same on the front, and there's 5 of them, and each side is 5 inches long. So that's 25 inches for the perimeter. Okay. And last, the stop sign shown is a regular octagon. Find the sum of the angle measures in the stop sign. So it's an octagon. Remember, you take the number of sides, which is 8, subtract 2, and you're going to multiply that by 180 degrees. So 8 minus 2 is 6 times 180. Let's do that. 180 times 6 is 0. 8 times 6 is 48. So the sum of the measures of the angles of this hexagon is 1,080 degrees. That means if you take all 8 angles and add them up, it'd be 1,080 degrees. Now if you wanted to determine what one angle measure is, since it's a regular octagon, you can do that. So you count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 angles. So if you take 1,080 divided by 8, that goes once. 8 times 3 is 24. 4, bring down your 0, that goes 5 times. That means each one of these angles on this octagon is 135 degrees. You could only do that on a regular octagon or regular polygon. Okay, so this concludes our lesson on polygons.